Hello, welcome to the 134th episode of our song review series. This is Abdul from AbdulMinductions.com. I'm sorry to say we have not been able to leave the Princession Orchestra song review series. It's because we've been getting plenty of new songs from Princession Orchestra. We've been stuck on that series. As you know, the previous song we did was a Princession Orchestra song. Every time we keep telling you that we're going to be reviewing Laura's song, Aquarism, I'm sorry to say that song keeps getting delayed. I'm terribly sorry for that delay, but unfortunately, we've been stuck on Princession Orchestra ever since Loom came out. So with that, we haven't been able to budge from that series since we've did the tribute video for that series, and then following that the song reset. Don't worry, I'll make it up to you guys here at some point here, but. You will definitely get a Laura's song as soon as possible. I promise. But this song now has us with another Princession Orchestra song, since we haven't been able to budge from that series. In fact, a new song precisely, but and this time it's actually a trio performing this one. This song is called Skyward Bouquet. It's, I believe, the 7th trio song we've seen. Let me just clarify to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the 8th trio song we've seen from Minamo, Kagari and Nagase, following Absolute Songstress Declaration, Orchestra Will Connect Us, Triad Force, Super Higher Dreamer, Future Session, Oneness, Harmony, and Trinity Divine. So this marks the 8th trio song and that. But before we hit the Skyward Bouquet, we gotta recap Trinity Divine, because that's the song that released before that, so we need to recap Trinity Divine, the second half of that song, before we get going with the Skyward Bouquet. So enough chairboxing with that, so let's get busy with this song review. Let's go ahead and recap Trinity Divine. To give you guys thoughts on how the trio sings, and then off we go to Skyward Bouquet from there.
純真無垢なエール高らかに空をかけ鳴り渡ってゆく諦めを知らない情熱は困難の前にさらに燃え盛り激しいほどの光危機として繰り出して手を取り合う明日と今日の自分を超えて向かいましょう教えてあげる見違えた姿でシンガーロン挑み続けるよただ失わないために今預け合う背中笑顔絶やさないまま暗い唯一のメロディーライン響かせてみせるトリニティディバイ晴れ渡ってゆく希望が満ちるそばにいるよ We are here 狂うしわしなやかに嵐をまとい思いは伸びやかに天を突き呼吸はやがて歌で重なり鮮やかに夢を叶えていくシンガーの迷いのない足取り進む道に加減はない生まれ来る自信解き放つ誇りクライアウトこの世界夢君を守り抜く示すトリニティディバイ歌は終わらない導く未来命ならせ We are the one
Wow. And so that's how we got to this point so far, and now we are off to Skyward Bouquet. Let me tell you, that song, Skyward Bouquet, is a long song. It's clocked in at 5 minutes and 2 seconds, so let's just jump into it right now. See how things go from here. Okay, it looks like we start with a little bit of an instrumental feel here. Precisely, just to start the song off. It's a lot different than out in the front of all the other songs we've covered here. But exactly how does this song go to plan? Let's check into the first verse and chorus immediately and see how things go from here.
君を疑うことなくただ追いかけてたこれだけ話してしまえばなくしてしまうと負けを真実はどこに答えを探して届け届け届け心まで綺麗事だって貫く勇気が力が想いが闇を払い光になる Don't look back 希望はほら目の前 Be 満天の星から出る現象の調べが残した出会い別れ奇跡すべて約束になる導きの鐘集ってつながった絆たち一人じゃない行こう共に強く手をつないで伝えるんだ胸に熱く宿るありがとう
Wow, talk about such beautiful singing here. Honestly, that was only the first verse and chorus, and let me tell you, this song's off to a very strong start here. This song actually debuted, in fact, on this week's Princession Orchestra episode. This song used to actually help clean Naviyu off the Evil Naviyu. This song's actually a really good song, to be honest with you. If you guys are ever into the Princession Orchestra, you gotta check this song out. Let's see what happens next here if we go to the second verse and chorus immediately.
縛られなくていい救ってゆくんだ進む先にいつも君がいて当たり前すぎる存在大丈夫寄り添って歩ける誰もが持つ違う正義もきっと重なり合う明日
Wow, that was such a beautiful song. Oh my gosh. Wow. I never expected a song to be as good like this one. Despite it being a long 5-minute song, truly, this was such a beautiful song. I must say, if you're ever into the Princession Orchestra aspect for songs, you gotta check this song out. You would be mistaken if you haven't. And honestly, but truly, I must say that this is perfection. And if you ever enter Princession Orchestra, you never know the surprises that they come with those songs here. Like every episode we get a Princession Orchestra is full of some sort of a surprise. Like this particular song precisely. Honestly, this was such a beautiful song, and because it's beautiful, we're gonna hear the bridge and final chorus again to give you guys an idea of how that is. So let's listen into the bridge and final chorus once again, and we'll come back to give you guys our final thoughts.
一人きりで怯えていないで言葉にして今度は互いに受け止めたい容易じゃなくても素顔見せてほしいよ満天の星奏でる私たちだけのセッション君へ捧ぐ想い込めた魂の歌導きの鐘すごってつながった絆たち一人じゃない行くを共に強く手をつないで伝え合おう胸に熱く宿る喜びと敬意そしてありがとう
Love that harmony on the song. Wow. You can tell that this was such a beautiful song here. Honestly, you can tell Minamo, Kagari, and Nagase did such an excellent job with the song, no questions asked. Which this song, in terms of VA reasons, we're talking Azusa Aoi, Tachibana, and Yuri Fujimoto. Like, honestly, we have never came across a song like this before, but truly, this is such perfection here. You'd be mistaken if you didn't get a chance to listen to the song. I was like, this is such a really good song. And this was the eighth trio song, which follows up on, as I said earlier, it follows up on Absolute Songstress Declaration, Orchestra Will Connect Us, Triad Force, Super Higher Dreamer, the trio versions of Future Session, Oneness, Harmony, and then Trinity Divine. So this serves as a follow-up to the song, marking the 8th trio song in this series history. And it was just done perfection. And it was just done so beautifully here. I have nothing to say but bravo to the three of you for such a beautiful job singing the song. That being said, I'm ready to roll on this matter. The song seems a perfect 100 out of 10. I would like to say thank you so much to Azusa Aoi, Azusa Tachibana, Yuri Fujimoto for this beautiful song. Truly, y'all did such an excellent job singing this song. Honestly, with such beautiful voices. As first of all, my favorite princess Minamo, alongside Kagari and Nagase. Once again, thank you so much to Azusa Aoi Tachibana, Yuri Fujimoto for this beautiful song. Truly, you three have done it again with such beautiful voices as my favorite princess Minamo, Nagase, and Kagari. Thank you guys so much for a beautiful song. And thank you so much to all of you guys for stopping by. If you feel like watching, stop, make sure to subscribe, sing, and energy, so you don't get notifications. Thank you for watching. Come back next time, and I promise you, we're going to be headed back to Tropical Rush Breaker to continue the song from there with Laura's song, along Aqua Prism. Again, we are not trying to neglect that series, but unfortunately, we've been stuck with the Princession Orchestra for such a significant amount of time due to the new songs that we've been getting from there. But with that, we'll leave you with the second half of the song we've just covered, Skyward Bouquet, to close out this video. Thank you so much for watching. We look forward to seeing you again in the next episode. Until then, take care, y'all. Have a nice day.
教えてくれたね私にできるって定め立ち向かえることきっかけをくれたぐるぐる縛られなくていい救ってゆくんだ進む先にいつも君がいてすぎる存在大丈夫寄り添って歩ける誰もが持つ違う正義もきっと重なり合う明日へと傷も笑顔も分かち合い新たな約束交わそう同じ気持ちだから大事だと知っている決意の意味も覚悟も束ね抱きしめさせて空へ向かい放て願い誇りと高らかにしがろう一人きりで怯えていないで言葉にして